Hello students, this is Supriya Mogle, Assistant Professor at Center for Distance Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. I am here to discuss about MNCs, that is multinational corporation. It is one of the important topic of international business. So we'll see introduction first. Now MNC, that is multinational corporations, are huge industrial or commercial organizations with their headquarters in one country and extend their industrial marketing operation in several countries through a network of their branches or subsidiaries. So it is multinational company. That means its headquartered is in one country and they extend their operations or their industrial marketing operations in several other countries, so that is called multinational corporations. Then MNCs are also called transactional corporations or multinational enterprises or global corporations, etc. But MNC, that is multinational corporation, or in short MNC, is most commonly used in the business. So we'll see definition. According to ILO, International Labour Organization, MNC is the essential of the MNC lies in a fact that its managerial headquarters are located in one country, that is home country, while the enterprise carries out operations in a number of other countries, that is host countries. Then characteristics of MNCs. First is huge size. Huge size. It headquarters in one country and operates in other countries. That's why the operations are worldwide and it is international in nature. So it has huge size. Economic dominance. It has amazing resources, huge size and varied operations which dominate the world economy. Then oligopolistic structure, because of its huge size and dominances of economic dominance, so MNCs can take over the small firms. That is why it is oligopolistic structure. Classification. Broadly it is classified under two heads. One is service MNCs and another is manufacturing, means service sector and manufacturing sectors, both they have divided. Control. Parent country, that is home country, controls the activities and operations of other branches. Then transfer of resources. MNCs provide capital to the developing countries and also assist for technological knowledge or equipment or services to the experts. So that's why it has a nature of transfer of resources. Then global impact, as their operations activities are worldwide and they have a global impact. So this is one of the important characteristics of MNC. Next is importance of MNC. Most of MNC do international business and they are not only large but also growing as well, and it achieves economic growth, develops favorable balance of payment, then retain a fair share of profit made by MNC in their country, improve technological development, control national security decisions, develop and maintain social and political stability, and protect the nation's physical environment. Next is advantages of MNC. What are the different advantages? First is MNCs of firm benefit by being able to establish production facilities in countries where their products can be produced more effectively and efficiently. So advantages are they provide employment because the operation activities are worldwide and they have global impact, and also they have they provide capital to the developing countries, they assist for technological knowledge, so etc. Lead to have uh, more employment opportunities. Then introduce new managerial techniques. If you are working for two or more countries, then you can transfer the resources, you can adapt a new technical techniques of other countries. Then train manager means it has uh, operations worldwide, and it has huge size. So it classified under service sector also, and managerial sectors also, or manufacturing sectors also. So it train managers. Then provides greater access to international markets. It raise the gross national products GNP. Then increase productivity. Then provide products and services that raise standard of living. Then help to build foreign exchange services, because the trade are going to have between two or more countries. Then encourage the development and spin off new industries. Mobilize capital for productive purposes, less from less productive uses. So as a characteristics of MNC, transfer of resources, that means MNCs provide capital to the developing countries, and also it acts as a you know financial assistance or technological assistance, etc. So you can say mobilize capital for productive purposes. Then MNCs significantly help to host governments to achieve their national aims. So these are some advantages of MNCs. Next is code of conduct to guide and regulate the MNC. There are some rules and regulations. There are some ethics. Code of conduct means ethics. You have to follow them if you are having MNC. So we'll see one by one. First is respect basic human rights and freedom, means respect fundamental human rights of life, security, privacy. They should have freedom, and it should not have discrimination, no discrimination on the basis of color, on the basis of religion, gender, language, etc. Then minimize any negative impact on local economic policies, means MNCs have to adjust with local economic policies also, and they have to avoid adverse effect on currencies and balance of payment also. Maintain high standards of local political involvement. That means no bribe, okay, no bribe, and no improper payment should be there. No illegal involvement in local politics. So MNC should not involve in illegal local politics. Very important point. Transfer technology. They have to adapt technology to local needs and conduct local research and development. So when you are having MNC, you should know the local needs and expectations, and you should adopt the technologies to local needs and conduct local research and development. Then protect the environment. Very important and basic social responsibility is you should protect your environment, and adopt those type of tools and technologies that cannot harm the environment, or if any damage to the environment done by your company operations, then you have to repair it and adopt some eco-friendly procedures, eco-friendly processes in the operations. Consumer protection. Okay, MNCs have to follow consumer protection laws. There is one law, Consumer Protection Act. So they have given some rights of consumers, like they have right to know about the product, to have a good quality product, or if there is any defective, so they should replace, you should replace that product. There are so many rights of the consumers, so you have to follow that consumers protection laws, and rights of consumers should be identified and follow. Then employment practices. MNC should have relevant manpower policies and employment laws, create jobs in needed areas, and increase employment opportunities. And equal employment opportunity should be there. Means equal. employment opportunity for male or female, or if suppose there are two males having same skills, then you should give equal opportunity to them. Then job security is also one of the important practice of employment. Priority should be given to the local national residents. So these type of employment practices should be followed in the MNCs. So these are some code of conducts, or you can say these are some ethics to guide and regulate the MNCs. So this was about MNCs. It is introduction part, and in the next video we are going to learn transfer of technology, where there are so many methods of transfer of technology. We are going to learn what is transfer of technology. So till now I think you have understood the concept, what is MNCs, their characteristics, their advantages, and code of conduct. So thank you so much. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share it to your friends. Okay, thank you.